Barakatah Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rakha Kodash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is Babylon Has Come to the End of the Road. Laugh out loud. This is just an article I just ran across. Just wanted to report on, just get a couple of precepts, and then close the lesson out. Just was scrolling through the news and found this article on WPDH. It says NYC ball drop broadcast canceled. City may scale back events. This is dated December 22nd, 2021, which was actually a couple of days ago, because today is the 26th. We're almost in 2022. So, we're this is like a big event. This is a big deal right here, for them to cancel the so-called ball drop. This is something that they've been doing for years. I don't remember when the first time was that they dropped the ball. We had done lessons on it. It's been a while since I had looked at that, but I don't really remember when the first year was that they dropped the ball. But like I said, I remember doing lessons on it before, or doing something on it. But NYC ball drop broadcast canceled. City may scale back events. So if they don't drop the ball this year, I don't know how they're going to go about it, but if they don't drop the ball this year, that's pretty much the end of the world, man. Pretty much. Because this is a big event that everybody watches around the world, and people, come here, and gather. Now, I believe it was last year, there wasn't that many people out there. It was kind of like a ghost town. So it's looking like this year is going to be even worse, because they're not even going to drop the ball. They said the broadcast is canceled, so the ball drop broadcast is canceled. So that means that they're not going to do this. And if they don't do that, then, that means that they're moving on, into full throttle in this New World agenda. Okay, the water, brother, December 1907. I figured it was early 1900s, but I wasn't sure. So it was 1907 the first time the ball dropped. Today is 2021, or should I say this year is 2021. So let's see how many years that is. 1907. 114 years. So 114 years, which 114, that's 6. That adds up to 6. 114 adds up to 6. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So hey, might have something there. So let's read a little bit of this. I got a couple of precepts. It says the amygdalon, y'all know what that is already ruining New Year's Eve in Times Square. The rapid outbreak of the disease cases over the past week has caused officials to rethink this year's massive New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square. The event usually draws hundreds of thousands of visitors that stand packed together for hours waiting to ring in the new year. For many people who would never even think of setting foot in Times Square, even without a global health crisis going on, the event is best viewed on TV from the comfort of a cozy couch. Well, it looks like that's also being canceled this year. Like Elder Sakaran said, ding dong, the witch is dead. So here you go. Here it goes as fear, because they're, and if this actually doesn't happen, we got a couple more days. If this actually doesn't happen, what I take from it is that they're moving into the next phase of their, agenda. Because this is a worldwide event. This is something that, people take serious. This is a religion to these people, So it says Fox has just announced that they are scrapping their live New Year's Eve special from Times Square. The show, which was to be hosted by Ken Jeong and Joel McHale, has officially been canceled. For Fox told TV Line that the cancellation is due to the rise in, the Orion Belt cases in New York. While we are confident in the health and safety protocols to Fox's New Year's Eve toast and roast 2022, and the Most High about to roast your ass. He's going about to toast and roast your ass. The Lord's willing, 2022. The recent velocity of the spread of the Orion Belt cases has made it impossible to produce a live special in Times Square that meets our standards. It says the show's cancellation comes as New York City decides exactly what to do about this year's ball drop. The New York Post reports that the NYPD is already planning a scale-back contingency plan for Times Square. Wait a minute, man. What's going on here, man? What's going on here? Let me read this real quick. Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So the Lord is about to judge this place. And there's many different times when the Lord speaks about when he's going to deliver us, when we're at the end of the world, certain events will be taking place. Well, this is one of them, because the Lord is going to render unto a recompense. It says, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and that's why all people follow behind, the ways of America. This is why you have the Americanization going on throughout the whole planet. It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, because they're drunken and they're bugged out and in a stupor, with the content inside of that cup. Just like a drunken man staggers in his drunkenness, these people stagger in the philosophies, ideologies, and just the way of life of America. And you can see that all over the world. So it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. But Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great, will not be healed. And there's all different types of, all different types of things that are going on, with the military, financially, socially, and just in general, that's showing us that this place is finished. And Lord's will, 2022 be the year when the Lord takes his place out, man. That'll be beautiful, because 2022 also adds up to 6. It's been 114 years since the first ball dropped, and if it doesn't drop now, it'll be the first time in 114 years. 4 + 1 + 1 = 6. The year 2022, 2 + 2 + 2 = 6. So it's all, it's all coming, that's the number of the man, the number of the beast. So it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Why? Because there's no more ointment for this hoe. She's been weighed in the balance and she's been found wanting. Now here it is, one of the greatest things that they do, in the capital of Babylon the Great, which is New York, in Manhattan, they got the cancellation of the ball drop, and I believe they're also building a wall around the whole island of Manhattan, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I dreamed that. I believe there's an article that's going into it, how they're building a wall all the way around, the island of Manhattan, and this is something that they did in the movie Escape from New York. They built a wall all the way around, Manhattan. I believe it was a woman that was saying that was reporting on that, So they're moving into the next phase, because when you watch that video, you see the people that were in there. They were pretty much prisoners inside of those walls. So something very, very, very interesting is going on. All right, so let's finish reading this and go back. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country. Yeah, so you heathens that are here, you best get to stepping, and the only ones that are going to be delivered out of here, via the chariots, which the world calls so-called UFOs or the UAPs, are the elect of the nation of Israel. It says, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the sky. So it's your time to be judged, Babylon the Great, America. You know, because everybody has their time to rule. You know, time and chance happens to all men. Your time is up. It's time for you to go down. You know, and the machinery is breaking down. The machinery is breaking down. So going back, it says the NYPD is already planning a scaled-back contingency plan for Times Square. This comes after Bill de Blasio announced this week that the show will still go on for the jabbed partygoers. You know, so I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know if they're still going to drop the ball. You know, and just the people, because they're not going to broadcast it. So I don't know if they're just going to just drop the ball for the juice, you know, for the ones that got the juice card, you know, but they're not going to play it on television. And this is a big thing in, you know, in America, in NYC. This is a big thing, brother. So as of now, there's been no announcement from ABC about their rocking New Year's Eve broadcast with Ryan Seacrest. Last year, the show did go on as Seacrest hosted a scaled-back celebration with limited attendees. Remember, when these sad buildings were Hudson, that's going to something else. Primetime on Route 9W, 9 Win Highland was, I believe, the Hudson Valley's first. Oh, gay bar. What the fuck is this talking about, man? Okay, so this is just going into different other bullshit. I thought there was more to the article, but I guess that was it. So I guess that was it, you know? So if they do drop this ball, it's not going to be broadcasted according to this what you call it. There's a couple of other articles that came up on this, you know, so it remains to be seen. So if you want to watch the ball drop, you got to get that juice, man. You know, so we're going to see what happens, you know, because this place is finished and they're moving into the next phase of their agenda, you know, because NYC, which is one of the pretty much the capital of the world, you know, and the capital of Babylon the Great, you know, is shutting it down. So let's read this other precept I have here. Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, and that no man may come in. So they're pretty much locking everything down. You know, it says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. You know, thrill is gone. So the mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left in the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction, man. So this place is on a one-way course to be destroyed. So the mirth of the land is gone. You know, unless you get the juice works, you can't go down there. They're not even gonna, you know, according to the article, they're not even gonna broadcast it on TV. So they say you're not even gonna be able to sit in the comfort of your home to watch the ball drop. You know, so it remains to be seen what's gonna happen. You know, but this will be the first time in 114 years where last year it was scaled down, but there were still people there. They still dropped the ball. So I guess if you got the juice works, then you'll be able to see it, you know, but if not, you won't be able to see it, you know, according to the article. But they're saying here that it's going to be canceled. So it says NYC ball drop broadcast canceled. City may scale back events. So the scaling back of the events is talking about just the people that got the juice can go there and see it, but it will not be broadcasted on TV. So that's a big thing, a big deal, because this is a big celebration that the world takes serious. You know, this is not just a thing for New Yorkers, you know, people from Manhattan or Brooklyn, Queens, or whatever the case may be. This is a worldwide thing that everybody watches, that everybody, you know, from around the world comes to. This is one of the biggest events, you know, that happens worldwide. You know, so it remains to be seen what's happening, but we know that this place is finished, you know, on all levels. You know, and that draconian measure is starting to, you know, take its icy grip and strangle, you know, this place called America. So with that, you know, I pray that your brothers and few sisters have been edified. And to the next time I say, Shalom.